Hi, Bill. Sorry to drag you over here this time of night.
No problem.
What are you drinking?
Brandy would be nice.
It was lovely to see you and Alice the other night.
Yeah, it was a wonderful party. We had a great time.
Shame you had to leave so early.
We hated to go, but I had a couple of early appointments.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice.
Napoleon, 1935.
So what seems to be the problem? Somebody under the weather?
Can I be frank, Bill?
Of course.
I'm afraid what I've got to say is a bit awkward to talk about.
I'm your doctor.
This isn't a medical problem. No. I'm not exactly sure how to begin this, but maybe the best thing to do is to just put the cards on the table and let you know that I happen to know quite a lot about what you've been up to the past 24 hours.
Sorry, Victor, but may I ask what the hell you're talking about?
Bill, please, believe me, I know this is awkward. Perhaps as awkward for me as it is for you, okay? Now, the reason I wanted to talk to you is that I think you may be harboring one or two misapprehensions about last night, which I'd like to clear up. I think I should also tell you that I was there, at the house. I saw everything that happened.
Well, what an amazing coincidence.
Practically the words right out of my mouth. An amazing coincidence. At least that's what I first thought. But then I remembered seeing you and your little musician friend Nick reigniting old acquaintances at the party. And it didn't take me very long to realize that the rotten little prick was the reason you were there.
Look, Victor, it's all my fault. Nick tried his best to talk me out of it.
Oh, I know. He told us. But the fact remains that the little cocksucker told you in the first place. He gave you the password and the address.
It's all down to me pressurizing him.
Maybe so, but I recommended him to these people. Okay, and he betrayed my trust.
I went to his hotel this morning.
I know.
How's that?
That was my man following you. He told me you spotted him.
Why did you have me followed?
For your own good. To avoid any foolishness.
The hotel clerk said 2 men took him away at 5:30 this morning.
That's right. They gave him an airline ticket and took him to the airport. He's probably back in his family with Seattle right now. He's probably back with his family in Seattle right now.
The clerk said he had a bruise on his cheek.
Is that all?
Is he okay?
He's a lot better than he deserves to be.
Nothing else?
He's okay. Phone him in Seattle if you're so concerned. I'll give you his phone number.
Nick never mentioned anything about a second password. Was that what gave me away?
There was no second password. You gave yourself away as soon as you arrived. Invited guests arrive in limos, not in taxis. And they don't get out of their car half a block away from the gate. After the servants took your coat, one of our people went through your pockets and found the receipt for the rented tux and cassock made out to Dr. W. Harford. Someone obviously not on the guest list. Bill, these weren't just ordinary people. I don't think you understand how fortunate you are to have gotten out of that situation as easily as you did. Someday you'll thank me for that.
What about the woman?
Not at all what you think.
Why was she trying to warn me? Why was she willing to sacrifice herself for me?
Bill, are you so sure that she was the kind of woman for whom all the things you were imagining were actually a sacrifice? If she attended these affairs, if she knew the rules so well, do you think it would have made a difference to her whether she belonged to one of the men or to all of them? She was a 1,000-a-night hooker, Bill. No more, no less. Bill, tell me, did you never consider the possibility that the whole thing might have been nothing more than a charade? A charade played out for the benefit of someone who didn't belong, to frighten them and make sure they keep quiet?
What about this?
What about it?
Is that her?
It is her.
You say it was a charade, but isn't it strange that a woman offers herself as a sacrifice and the next morning she's dead?
Now that was a coincidence. An amazing coincidence perhaps, but a genuine coincidence nonetheless. Bill, please, believe me, nothing happened to her that hadn't happened before. Okay, she got a lot of attention, that much is true, but nothing she didn't want. And later, when my people dropped her off to her house, they said everything was okay. Now, what then happened in her room, she did to herself, as she had done many times before. But sadly, this would be the last time. She OD'd on crack, like the papers said. No room for foul play. The room was locked from the inside, and the police had to break it down. No, I'm afraid for her, it was always just going to be a matter of time. You said so yourself when she passed out in my bedroom at the Christmas party.
Oh my God, is that her?
Bill, I hope you understand why I wanted to tidy things up. But now the dishes are cleaned and put away. Nobody killed anyone. Somebody died, and that's sad. But life goes on. It always does. Until it doesn't. Okay?